Hello, everyone. This is week number 13 of my 52-week challenge to do a LinkedIn Live every single week. I'm here with Selina Young. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Stephen? Thanks so much for having me at your weekly live show.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're here. We did a Zoom call last year, got to know each other. We have a lot in similar, actually. So I was just like, hey, it's perfect to have you on as a guest here. I'm here in California. Selina, I think you're in Luxembourg.
Yeah, now I'm in Europe at the
Yeah,
moment.
so if you're watching, comment where you're from. I have a bunch of international guests. Next week my guest is based out of I forgot which country, but he's in Africa, and in the
Wow.
following week my guest is in the UK. So it's just great to have all these international guests on. Makes the coordination a little tricky, but it all works out here.
Absolutely. And it's so fun to have a global audience, isn't it? And learn about all the new culture, which is exactly what we'll be talking about today, new languages.
Yep, definitely. So, Selina, I'll give you a couple minutes, just let you introduce yourself. What do you do, and what are you passionate about?
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. For whoever that dialing into Stephen Weekly Live Show, I'm so happy to join Stephen today. And I'm just super like massive shout out to Stephen for doing this for 13 weeks. That's a huge challenge. And I know for a fact that you will continue doing for the rest of the year. So well done to you. And my name is Selina. As you can see, I am now based in Luxembourg, Europe. I used to work for the platform LinkedIn as their account director at the LinkedIn marketing solution team for several years. And in the middle of COVID, I want to reunite with my family. So I founded this consultancy called the In Academy that helps brands as well as individuals to basically get real result on LinkedIn to market and sell themselves better on this powerful medium. Yeah, and that's me.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Oh, we got some. Oh, we might have some comments coming in pretty soon here. There was a little lag in the live stream.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for sharing that, Selena. I know you used to work at LinkedIn, and now you're outside of LinkedIn, but still sharing about LinkedIn. So you got a lot of good insights to share. So yeah, I like to start all my LinkedIn lives with an icebreaker called Two Truths and a Lie. So I'm going to go first. I'll share my two truths and a lie. I'll have Selena guess. I'll have the people who are watching guess as well. And then Selena, you'll take your turn. You ready for that?
Yes, absolutely. It sounds good. That's a good icebreaker. Hi, Maria.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Maria. All right. So here's my icebreaker here. I'm going to put it on the screen. So number one, since we're talking about learning new languages, I can speak 5 languages. Number 2, since we're talking about creating videos, I have posted over 150 videos on LinkedIn. And then number 3, I am 6'3" or 190 centimeters tall. So if you're watching, guess which one you think is a lie. Selena, any initial thoughts right now?
Oh my goodness, that's so difficult. I sort of know you must speak at least 3 languages, but 5, that's quite a lot. But speaking, does it mean fluent or just like speak? You know how to say hello and normal conversation, right?
That's up to your interpretation.
Oh no! I thought I can sneakily ask for this. All right, I will go for number 2 as a lie because 150 per year, that's a lot. So I'll go for number 2.
Okay.
Oh, Maria is number 1. Hey, Jeanette. Hey.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people here. Hi, June. I was talking pre-show with Selena that she was on your live. You guys were trading each other lives, so we steal each other's guests. But that's the beauty of LinkedIn. We're just one big happy community here.
Absolutely. And next time we need to do a group one.
Hi, Leah. We just connected today. Hello from Norway. So I love the international guests that we have here.
Yes, amazing. We're in the same time zone. Fantastic. Hi, Leah.
And then Maria thinks number 1 is the lie. Maria thinks I do not speak 5 languages. I'll put this back on the screen here. Yeah, I'll give a few more seconds for everyone who's watching. Which one you think is the lie? Selena thinks is number 2. I have not posted over 150 videos on LinkedIn.
150. And then you started last year. That's divided by 12. That's 12 video. 12 video per week. That's a lot. Yeah, I'll go for 2. Just my data instincts coming on. Oh no, Jeanette also think is number 1.
Yeah, Junette doesn't think I speak 5 languages. So, all right, I'm going to put it
Up to
back on the
you.
screen.
Yeah.
And my lie is, unfortunately, everyone is wrong. I am not 6'3" tall. I'm about 5'11", so not quite that tall. My
Oh
guest
my
last week, he said he was
goodness.
6'3", and that was actually the truth. So I was like, I'm going to steal that and use that as a lie. So I'm a little shorter than that, but I think I'm pretty tall, just relatively to everyone.
All right. Oh my goodness. Wait, so tell me the 5 languages that you speak then.
Yeah, so English and Mandarin, I'm fluent in. My Spanish is pretty good. I can have conversations with
I know
people.
about those 3.
I think I shared this with you in the past. I've learned
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
Yeah.
So, yes, I can speak it. Maybe I don't understand it as well. And then currently I'm learning Cantonese, but I can have basic conversations with people. So, maybe
Oh,
not fully fluent, but I never said I was fluent. But there you go. Those are my 5 languages.
oh, damn! Like what Maria said. Dang, dang it! We can't be able to find one of it. Oh my goodness! But it's such a fun game.
Yeah. All right. Selena, do you want to share your 2 truths and a lie here?
Sure. So everyone, please have a guess. The very first one is I lived in Milan for a month to learn about their cuisine and culture. Second one is I was a TV host for a national food channel in Hong Kong. The last one is I went skydiving in Dubai, overseeing the beautiful Burj Khalifa as well as the Palm Island. Which one is it going to be?
Oh man, you are a very well-traveled person, Selena. Yeah, if you're watching, this is a tough one. This is probably the toughest one I've had so far because they're all
Really?
very specific here, and they're all like travel related.
It is. That's how
So
you know how to play this game.
I,
But obviously, you're the best because nobody can guess it.
I've been doing this for 13 weeks, so I should be pretty good here. So yeah, let me share my thoughts here. Yeah, put in the comments which one you think is the lie. So you lived in Milan for a month to learn about the cuisine. I mean, Italian food. That's it's a lot of homemade, a lot of love that goes into that food. So I think that's believable.
Yeah.
You were a TV host for a national food channel in Hong Kong. So this ties in with the cuisine thing. So I might believe that as well. But number 3 here, you went skydiving in Dubai. But man, you shared all the details. Burj Khalifa, you saw all the palm trees. That's pretty crazy here. So we got a few guesses here.
I saw number 2.
Myself, he thinks number 2 is a lie. He doesn't think you were a TV host. Maria thinks the same too. A lot of people thinking number 2, that you were not a TV host for a food channel in Hong Kong. Let me put this back on the screen here.
Awesome. I saw some new friends joining too. Andrea, I don't know you yet. It's so cool. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
a lot of guesses for number 2 as well. That they don't think you were a TV host. So I'm going to go with that as well. I'm going to go with number 2. I don't think you were a TV host. I think you've gone skydiving in Dubai because you made it sound really cool. And then learning how to make Italian cuisine in Milan, that's believable as well. So I think everyone's consensus is number 2. So Selena, which one is the lie?
the lie is actually number 3. So I was a TV host for a national food channel in Hong Kong. But only for 3 months. And I think a while ago, I made a post and talking about that. And I got fired because of my weight. So if you guys are interested to know the full story, go back and check out that post. And so the number 3 is actually a lie because I really wanted to go skydiving. And I've been to Abu Dhabi, the UAE for twice, and I really want to go, but nobody's going with me. And mostly I travel with my husband and some of my friends, and none of them just basically want to do with me. But that has been in one of my checklists, or what I call the bucket list, for a very long time for skydiving. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I've had a lot of guests on, and one of their lies or one of their truth, they like to say that they've gone skydiving. But I think if you're able to skydive in Dubai, that'll be really cool. Maybe just jump from the Burj Khalifa. That's pretty much the same thing too, right? It's so tall.
Yes, or like Mission Impossible. Just like play with some of the exterior glasses outside. Then that will works as well. But yeah, it's crazy, crazy fun. I think when I do that, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah. So yeah, no, a lot of people believe you are a TV host, and then they're taking back their answer.
Now that you guys think it.
Yeah, and Selina, come over to the San Francisco Bay Area. Go visit all of us here. Maria's probably like an hour or 2 hours away from us as well. So
I would love that. Yes. Is there a skydiving place to go in San Francisco? That would be so cool.
I don't know if it's like San Francisco specifically, but I know like it's near Sacramento where Maria is. A lot of people go there, and I think people go a little south to like Hollister. I believe that's an hour south of me, an hour and a half south of June. So there's places here I know that people go skydiving.
Nice. Let's do it together.
Yes, bucket list for everyone. So
yes.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for participating in the Two Truths and a Lie. We have 2 topics today, so we'll spend about 10 minutes talking about creating videos. And the second half, the next 10 minutes, we'll talk about learning new languages here. So yeah, Selina, kind of want to hear your story. What's your first video? How did you decide to start making videos, and how did that first video go?
I love that question. I actually is a virgin, and I broke it for LinkedIn. So the very first video, I did it when I start my job at LinkedIn, which is like 3.5 years ago. And by then, it's like a trend that you see video content finally popping up on LinkedIn. And I see a couple of like people that it's outside of my network and colleagues are doing that for fun. So I just basically are quite tempted to do it. And in a way, I felt more comfortable to blast a video here on LinkedIn because overall the engagement are quite positive. So I decided to basically record it and post it here, but it was like a 5 minutes long video. And I think I did multiple takes about it. And at the end, I still remember I posted it. Now I don't look at it because I was like, oh, I'm not going to think too much about it, overthinking, stop doing that. And then 15 minutes later, I got an email from my sister saying, did you comb your hair? It looks really, really messy. And I was like, is it the first thing that you noticed? Did you hear what's the main message, what I'm trying to deliver? So that video is about me sharing like social selling index, because 3 years ago, it's not a very famous tool. It's only this couple of years when LinkedIn is trying to, push this product sales navigator. They're trying to basically integrate that into the system and share with many others. So that was my first video, epic fail, but I'm just proud of it right now because the second, the third, it's much easier. How about you? I want to know about yours too.
Yeah, I think a lot of similarities with what you said as well. So my first video was in 2018. I decided to do a 52-week challenge of doing a video every single week. So that's how I got the 150 videos since 2018. So not just last year, Selina, from 2018. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going to share career tips and advice every single week for the whole year. And my first video was an epic fail as well. I think you can agree with here, like our first video, we just were nervous. We didn't have confidence in ourselves. We were stuttering. Like we just super nervous. Yeah. And you can really, really tell in that video. I had my cell phone. I think I filmed it outside of my garage, and I'm just selfie style. Yeah. But I was just not even looking at the camera. I was like looking here. A lot of stuttering and just very, very soft voice as well. Like my voice wasn't as loud, as confident, as projected as it is today. Yeah. And I had the video like no editing at all. So I was like, okay, I'm going to upload it, right? Because I'm going to do a 52-week challenge. But I just sat there for like 15 minutes. Wow. I was like having all these second guesses and just like having all this self-doubt. It's like June's and Harley's video today about imposter syndrome. That really, really kicked in because I was just having all these negative thoughts telling me to not post it because people are going to judge me. This is stupid. No one cares about, what I'm going to say. And I was just like basically said, hey, F it. I'm just going to upload it. So I uploaded it. And I think I was going to delete it right after I uploaded because all these negative thoughts started coming in as well.
You're so scared, yeah.
but I'm glad I stuck with it. A lot of positive comments came in. Unfortunately, I didn't have a sister who judged me on my hair, but a lot of positive support came in because at that point, especially in 2018, not a lot of people posted videos. There's barely any video on LinkedIn. So, and I just kept going. I think I was going to quit my 52-week challenge after 4 weeks because I didn't think I was able to sustain it. But I'm glad I did, and that brought me all the way here to doing a weekly LinkedIn live show. So, just maybe some general tips of advice is, don't overthink it. Just put it on there. People will respond to your content, will respond to what you say rather than how you look or how you sound. And as Selina said, the first one was absolutely the hardest, but the second, third, fourth, and now 150 whatever for me. I don't even second guess myself. It's, hey, video ready, upload, and wait for the comments and engagement to come in and just respond.
So true. And I couldn't agree with you more that it's like a habit. Like the first time you do it obviously is very tough, right? Anything that you did it for the first time. Second time will be easier. Like now you're 150. That's a lot. So huge shout out to you for doing that and achieving it. And I think one of the things that sometimes I share with my clients and my audience, I don't know whether Stephen, you agree with me, is that sometimes we miss out from the process of, focusing more on the how-to, less on the what-ifs, right? So if we know clearly about the process, how that works for filming a video, that will be 10 times easier than at the first place figuring out. So to me is really figuring that 5 simple point of how to create a video from 0 to hero, that it will be much easier than really overthinking all the time.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think don't focus as much as trying to make the video absolutely perfect, because I think you said your 5-minute video, you took multiple takes, and you're going to start nitpicking things. You're going to say, oh, I said there, I said there. My voice cracked a little bit there. Like, just don't worry about those things, and don't try to make your video so perfect, because this is LinkedIn. People just have cell phone videos, and that's absolutely good enough. That's a good standard for LinkedIn. You're not trying to make, you're not trying to put it on YouTube. You're not trying to make YouTube money and have an interesting thumbnail and things like that. So you'll learn as you go. My first 25 videos for that first year, the first half of the year, no editing. I just uploaded it. And then I got a tip to say, hey, a lot of people watch videos online. They need subtitles because they have the audio off. So I started incorporating subtitles, and I did it manually. So it took me an hour and a half to do a 2 to 3 minute long video. And then over time, you learn tips and tricks. You learn new apps. You learn what other people do. And now I got even lazier. I just pay for a service to do my subtitles for me. And it's because I'm invested in it now, right? Like, I know I'm going to be doing live streams. I know I'm going to be creating content every single week. So I'm willing to pay for the service. But when you start, just put the video up, right? And just start showing up, start getting the positive comments, and then you'll learn as you go. You'll adjust. You'll figure out what works. You'll figure out how to edit. And it's everything you learn along the way. So don't try to make it perfect, and just go. Just go do it. Just post the first one.
Absolutely. And I like what Leah said earlier, right? Two of the key points that I learned. One is it makes it feel very genuine when you just basically post it without too perfect. And to your previous point, nobody is going to pick which words you're saying wrong or how your delivery is, or oh, this is grammatical mistake. It's all about the messaging. So I think it's a very, very crucial point. And last is, if I may share my 5 tips, if anybody that is watching this video, this live stream from Stephen, when you're creating this video, you have this 5-step, simple step process if you just follow it through, and it will be so easy for you to create your very first content on LinkedIn. The first one is pick a topic that you're super passionate about. That you're creating. Second is writing that video script, just bullet point. Don't do it in paragraph, because that doesn't really work. Second is find an undisturbed environment. Just don't do it in outdoor, do it indoor. And then fourth is record it, and record it only on mobile, like Stephen said in the beginning, right? That's something that you can really control and help. And last is just edit it with your mobile apps. The one that I really like is InShot app. Absolutely amazing. On the go when you're commuting, you can basically use it to edit it. So the 30 minutes or 1 hour, like Steven said, that you are spending, it seems really short when you just break it off when you're commuting and just editing your video, right? Or you can pay a little bit, like Steven said. Mine, I'm using Subtitle. What apps are you using, Steven, for the audio subtitling?
Yeah. So previously, I was using what was it called? I was using AutoCap. That's an Android app. It's free, and then I know a lot of iPhone users use Clips, which I think is really, really good. The issue with the free apps is it's not close to perfect. Like it's maybe like 75%, 80% accuracy, and again, it's free. And I just, I did that for maybe a few months, and I just like, man, I'm spending more time editing, fixing the mistakes, than actually doing it. So like I said, I'm going to be consistent with my content creation. So I'm willing to pay for a service to do that. But yeah, no, I've seen other people use InShot as well. So I definitely recommend that as well. So yeah, no, excellent tip right there from Selina on just how to create a video. 5 easy steps. Talk about what you're passionate about, because you don't really have to think. You just talk. And then because you have a passion in it, your voice naturally, you sound naturally more excited. You're more into it, and your whole complexion changes. Have a bullet point script. Don't write it like word for word, but just kind of your main points so you can have that flow to go throughout. You don't want to make it sound like you're reading a script. Find an undisturbed environment. Do it in your room. Go find a quiet area. Just have decent lighting. Right, you could, like right here, I have a lamp. Right, no ring lights, nothing like that.
Me too.
Record it and edit. Play around with different apps. Right. Selina recommended InShot, and just like any software tool, it takes time to learn. It takes time to get used to it. So just find one and try for maybe a couple weeks, and if you don't like it, try something else. But find one and you'll eventually stick with it. So yeah, excellent tips there, Selina.
Totally agree. Like experiment which tool is actually perfect for you, because sometimes I might like InShot, somebody else might not. So yeah, great tip here. Thank you.
Yeah, great. And then another shout out for InShot. Yeah, so June, I just want to highlight June here. I just want to highlight this comment. You can make videos and you never know who you're going to inspire. And now, June, she's the one that inspires me. She's putting out so much content. She has a huge following, and it's just because I posted videos, and she was inspired to start creating some as well. So I just want to highlight June as a really good friend, a fellow content creator, and just someone who's just doing absolutely amazing on LinkedIn.
I agree. And like the way how she basically put together all those videos, you can tell she really think it through. What's the key messaging, and edited it so well, like just so creative. Every time when I'm watching her video, even though it's like, it could be like a 3-minute video long, but it seems like 1 minute, because there are just so many like valuable, packed sort of tips over there. So yeah, so happy that you can join us, June.
Yeah. Appreciate the tips there, June. Mixed captions is really good. I've heard of that before, and I just pay for ClipScribe because I literally just asked them. I was like, "Hey, what do you use to create the banner on top and the stuff?" And I was like, "Hey, I pay for ClipScribe." So ask people for recommendations there. So
June actually suggested ClipScribe to me. I'm looking into that if that is even better than Subtitle, because I think Subtitle is slightly little more expensive than ClipScribe.
Yeah, I have the cheapest plan on ClipScribe, and it's just, I get 30 minutes a month. But I mean, if I'm making like 1 minute long, 90-second long videos, and I make even like 3 or 4 a week, I'm still going to be under that limit. I don't put my whole LinkedIn live, but I put the smaller videos on there.
Yeah, I love that. And you always clip it so well on your ClipScribe. So definitely a good tool to explore. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So now, we talked a lot about creating videos, a lot of great tips there. Thank you, Selina. Thank you, June, for the comments as well. I just want to get into our next topic here, learning new languages. So Selina, you speak more languages than me. So what languages do you speak?
I like that when you say speak, because to me, speaking is really like have a normal conversation at least. So I would say technically I speak only 3. But I also basically know like 6 languages. Just basically listen, like you, right? You listen Vietnamese, but not necessarily speak it, right? That's applied to me to German too. So I speak Cantonese, which is actually my mother tongue. So that's great that you're learning, Stephen. I love that because it is the old language and it's absolutely beautiful, especially our vowel language. Just kidding. And then Mandarin, obviously, English, but English is actually English and Cantonese is actually my mother tongue because that's what we learn in Hong Kong. And these are the three that I speak. And I now am learning German as well as French. And I could understand quite well Italian too. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Very, very cool. So Cantonese, Mandarin, English, German, French, and then what was the last one?
Italian.
Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's.
Yeah.
I think it helps that you live in Europe because you get to practice all these languages. Yeah, in the comments, share what languages do you speak, what languages do you want to learn, and go through the comments and see who you can support. I did a post, I think earlier this week or last week, where I said, "Hey, I've reached 300 days in a row on Duolingo, and I'm learning Spanish, I'm learning all these languages, and then now I have a Zoom call with two other people. One person is in Alabama, the other person is in India." And next Saturday, we're going to have a Spanish practice just by people showing up in the comments there.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. Yeah. I would love to know like who also speaks French really well or German, which has been my toughest language to learn, I would say, because it's just very, very alien to me, German. I don't pronounce it well. And the only reason I want to learn German is because of my husband. And I want to try to communicate with, his family as well. But they are Swiss German, so it's another dialect. Wow. So it's really, really difficult. And I think it's similar to, you, Stephen, that you want to learn the language because you want to integrate with certain culture too. So, yeah.
Yeah, so June speaks Spanish and Tagalog. I think I've talked to June before that, maybe one of my future languages to learn is Tagalog, just because we have the large Filipino population here. Yeah. But you can sing Tagalog in karaoke, so that's very cool. Maybe we'll do Tagalog all together.
Oh, wow.
Highlight another comment here. Andrew speaks multiple languages as well. So Mandarin, English, French, Japanese, Spanish. So I think Andrew can speak with both of us in multiple languages there.
Yes, let's pick Mandarin and French and English, and you Spanish.
Yeah. And then Selina, June, her husband's German, so
really interesting, cool, nice.
So Selina, with all your languages, I know you're learning 3 right now. What are your best tips on how do you learn a new language?
Wow, this is really, really good questions. And I think I have been just keep changing it. But I think one that never changes, you just need to keep finding an accountability partner to practice with you. You just need to find one. Especially when I first learned German, I was based in Hong Kong and I went to this Goethe Institute, which is like the biggest learning center for German. And because it's in Hong Kong, most of my friends don't really speak German. And the only way that I can practice it is in class. And that's not really doable because I only maximum I went two classes, and each class 1 hour is not enough. So really consistently practicing, I think is the number one tip when it comes to languages. The other thing I would say is don't tell yourself that you cannot pronounce a word. And also sometimes I felt like, especially, I don't want to basically bring out French, but French is actually one of the language that I thought I actually pick up okay. But when you practice it really with French speaking native, they usually would just correct me straight away, even though I thought it's correct, right? So don't really think too much of what other people think when they are trying to pick on some of the pronunciation. Just go with your flow and go with your own pace. I think that's really, really important. And don't say that, oh, I did it for 1 year and then now I stop, and then the other year. Just pick it up whenever you feel comfortable. I think that's really, really important. and maybe celebrate small wins. That's also important. That, like, I get my A2 certification for French 2 weeks ago. I was so happy, and we brought a Clermont back to home and just celebrate a little. And those moments are the ones that keep me going for B1, right? For the next level.
Mhm.
So I think these are the 3 tips, but some keep changing. I think in terms of like which tool, which I think you and I talk about, right, Stephen? You use Duolingo. I also use another tool to learn. So I also are eager to hear what are some of the tips for you to keep it going with learning new languages.
Yeah, just want to highlight Bernardo's comment here. Any recommendations for online courses for learning new languages? So yeah, just kind of onto that point. So I'm a big proponent of Duolingo. I've used it for many years. I recently had 300 days in a row. I previously had 1,000 days in a row. And you just gotta find which app works for you.
Yeah.
A lot of apps teach you in different ways. For me, I like to learn not just like vocabulary, but I want to learn how like the grammar works and how like the context and everything. So that's why I like using Duolingo. There's some other apps where it's just like, oh, here's some phrases, and you just sort of memorize it. That doesn't work well with me. But I absolutely agree with you, Selina. You absolutely need to practice with the native speaker. Find an accountability partner. That's sort of how I struggled. That's lesson learned from when I was learning Spanish, because yeah, I'm great at reading, I'm great at writing and spelling out the words. But when I want to talk to someone, my brain freezes because I'm not like, my brain and my mouth just doesn't connect into me speaking Spanish. And so that's the key. You just gotta practice. So you practice with someone, you learn how to speak it, you learn how to listen, how to pick out words. And because they're a native speaker, they can teach you a little more slang, I guess, rather than like the formal way of saying things.
Yeah.
And in addition, they help you with your pronunciation. So you might not know you're pronouncing it incorrectly. I don't say it's like totally wrong, but it's slightly off. Maybe you have to like have a harder T or something. But the native speaker, they can pick that up, and the app might not do as well. So so Bernardo, find an online resource. I'm going to highlight some comments here. So I'm a big proponent of Duolingo. I've seen Rosetta Stone. I've seen a lot of different apps out there. Find what works for you. Stick with it for maybe 2 weeks. And if you don't like it, at least go with something else. And yeah, absolutely practice with someone.
Yeah.
Just highlighting comments here. Leah practices French every day on Clubhouse. Maybe that's an opportunity for you, Bernardo.
Yeah, and I want to practice with you, Leah, for French. Yeah.
And then, Andrew asked a question here. How do you get your certification for French?
Oh, I actually learned it in one of the center here in Luxembourg, where it's like one of the thing when, expect like myself, they have this type of like integration program, so I can learn their local language, which Luxembourgish and French. So I found one of the center here to learn it. So Andrew, wherever you're based, I will also recommend you to do that too, because when you learn it together with other people, those are your accountability partner together with they might have friends around, the native speaker that me and Stephen have been talking about. And it's great that Stephen talked about Duolingo, because I also have an app that works really, really well for me. It's called Bisu. I really like that app. Part of it is because it's just so bite-sized every lesson. And the best is you can record when you speak, because most of the language I felt like it's easy to speak first than written, right? Except some language, I would say. Sorry. But anyway, for that one, and you can basically record it on your phone and send it as a homework, and the native speaker will correct it for you. And that's like really, really fantastic tool. And I think they have 12 languages, including like Mandarin, French, German, all the like main language that people are interested in learning. I think they have 2 that is quite unusual, which Arabic, I'm pretty sure maybe Duolingo have it too. So that would be something that I would recommend trying to, like, if Duolingo work for you, like Stephen, amazing. I like Bisu quite a lot, and it's really cheap as well for a year that you're paying. Yeah.
Did I spell it correctly there, Selina?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Bisu.
Yep. So yeah, I've heard of Bisu as well. So thanks, Selina, for joining me on my LinkedIn Live. Covered a lot about creating videos, talked a lot about learning new languages. I just want to give you a couple minutes for you to plug, for you to make a plug. What do you have coming up? What do you want? What do you have to share? You looking for new clients, new opportunities? What's going on?
Yeah, sure. I'm actually launching the second round of my LinkedIn personal branding digital course really soon. Me and my team is looking at the timeline of May, or end of May, early June. So it will be super exciting, and that will be a total on-demand digital course that me and my team is working on, and we will handle certification from the In Academy alone. So that will be something really exciting for me and my team to work on. So yeah, feel free to check it out, the In Academy, if any of you are looking at a facelift for your personal branding. I'm here for you. And at the same time, if you have any B2B marketing struggle, or you're stuck somewhere on LinkedIn, not sure how to basically generate leads or increase overall brand awareness, I'm the go-to girl for you.
Yeah, no, definitely connect with Selina. I dropped it in the comments. I have it on the screen here. She's absolutely amazing what she does with her B2B marketing as well as her LinkedIn content. She used to work at LinkedIn, so she must know all the secrets there. So definitely highly recommend connecting with Selina if you're looking to practice Cantonese, Mandarin, French, German, Italian. Reach out to Selina as well. If you're looking to practice Spanish, Vietnamese, Mandarin, Cantonese, and connect with me. We'll chat as well. So appreciate having you here, Selina. Thanks for being another international guest here. Appreciate the 5 tips you shared about how to create your first video, as well as the language learning tips. So anything else you want to add, Selina?
Not really, but I want to ask, how about you? What are you up to, Steven?
Yeah, I'm cranking out these LinkedIn lives every single week. This is number 13 of my 52-week challenge, so I'm a quarter of the way through. Learned a lot along the way here. It's been a lot of fun. Just get to know the guests at a deeper level, just sharing their expertise, allowing me to provide my insights as well. So I have my weekly LinkedIn live series. So make sure you follow my hashtag, Steven Helps You. And in addition, I am a career coach, LinkedIn coach as well. So if you need help with your career, you need help with your LinkedIn, send me a message and we'll chat. So appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share as well, Selina.
Of course. I always like to know everything about people. I'm just genuinely curious about people. And thank you so much for having you at your live show. It's so incredibly fun, especially the icebreaking game. I might steal it once in a while for like 2 truth and 1 lies. I love that, and I think we managed to do such a good job because none of the people can guess our lies. So we might be really good liars. I don't know, but I have so much fun, and let's do it again. We'd like to do a group one. I think you have something open up down in the line that we can do perhaps together. That would be really, really fun. Yeah,
I'm thinking about maybe doing like a special LinkedIn Live where I bring on all the guests I've had so far during the year and just have a massive room. We'll see if we're able to crash LinkedIn with the amount of people we get. But that's something I'm planning out. I'll find an open slot in my calendar and just go from there.
Just do it, like your tagline. Just do it.
Just do it. So thank you everyone for watching. If you're in the US, enjoy the rest of your day. If you're in Europe, like Selina, have a great evening, and I'll talk to you all next week. Have a good one.
Bye. Thank you, Steven. Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining.